Good afternoon, everyone. It's 1 o'clock. It is Saturday, and that means it's time for another Western Liberty Network Saturday session. This one's a little bit different. We're coming to you live from the Gathering of the Eagles rally around the flag rally just outside of Turner. And we're going to have a short session today because I'm moderating the candidate forum.
They're trying to have a relationship with the Taliban.
For about, hold on. Got somebody coming in. So I'm going to be running the call while we do all of this. But we're going to go through a few preliminaries here. Before we begin the session. First is that Western Liberty Network is a 501c3 organization. As such, we do not endorse any candidate, even the ones we train. We do not endorse any political party, ballot measure, or legislation. What we do and how to do politics, giving them skills they need to be successful, and then they apply those skills wherever they want to. Also, I encourage you to look at westernlibertynetwork.org, our website. And if you would like to take a look at the facilities that we have, you can go to the training tab and scroll down. You'll see documents that are free for downloading, and you will also see recordings of previous Saturday sessions. This Saturday session will be posted by next Tuesday. And if you like what you see there and want to help Western Liberty Network do its work, you can go to the support tab on the westernlibertynetwork.org website and make a tax-deductible contribution. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be quiet because our speech is going on, but I want to show you the crowd so you get a feeling about what's going on inside. Then we're going to have a few guests we'll have brief interviews with. So, hey, one other thing. The people who watch these recordings, they've never gotten to meet my wife, Natasha. And so I'm going to introduce Natasha. She's right here with me. And so this is my wife, Natasha. I think that some of you on the call have met her. But anyway, she is very helpful. And these weekly Saturday sessions were actually her idea. So going inside right now, and we'll use the camera. We know who the players are. We have a full house today. They sold out on the registrations, and over 600 people actually registered. It's a good thing they didn't all show up, or else there wouldn't be room for everyone. Over here, you see we've got various organizations that have a booth. There's some more out here that have a booth.
Try to have fun. And we have to have fun.
On Western Liberty Network, we've got our booth up here as well. Somebody is getting some flyers at our table right now, actually. I'll show you a copy of that. And so a lot is going on today. This is really one of the largest events for activists in Oregon. And so I'm going to introduce you to somebody who is with Turning Point USA. Her name is Heather. And I didn't catch your last name, Heather.
Davidson.
That's right. I did catch your name. Heather Davidson. She's right here, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what her organization is doing. So go ahead. It's all yours.
All right. Well, I'm the president of the Eugene Turning Point USA Hub. And do you want me to hold that?
No, just speak a little louder,
Okay.
because I don't know how good the microphone's on.
Okay. So I'm Heather. I'm the president of the Eugene Turning Point USA Hub. I'm also founder of my own organization, Big Freedom Action, where I raise money to bring conservative leaders to Oregon, and I actually have an event planned in December. But part of what I do is I'm actually been filing initiatives to fight the vaccine mandates, and I actually have 200 volunteers who are going to be helping me circulate signatures and start for those initiatives as well. Through my organization, I also have about 3 different lawsuits against the state of Oregon right now for various reasons. One of them is for election fraud, because I was actually elected as the youngest delegate in Oregon, and the elections office changed.
How young are you?
24.
That's
I
young.
was 23 at the time.
That's right. Yeah, okay.
And they actually changed my voter registration to say independent instead of Republican, so that I wouldn't qualify to be established as a delegate. Sorry, I don't want to get hit by a car. And so I found a lawyer, and I am going after the elections office for interfering with my election. The second The second lawsuit is against the Oregon Real Estate Agency for pushing critical race theory in their licensing courses. And one of the quotes from the course is, a white American cannot be a target of racism because white Americans control the majority vote and can change any laws that harm them. That's an actual quote from the course.
Oh my, okay.
Required for renewing your real estate license.
For your real estate license?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think real estate had any color.
Yeah, you would think so.
Well, that's quite a bit. So this is an example of one of the organizations. Turning Point USA is one of the leading student organizations in the country. They represent the future of the limited government movement. Heather is a fine example of that. And I'd like to thank you very much for being on the call today, Heather. I look forward to working with you in the future. Okay, you bet. So now out here, we've got candidate booths. They stuck the candidate booths outside. You can make whatever jokes you want to about that. But anyhow, they're all out here talking with folks. And there's going to be a candidate forum for governor today. And I'll be moderating that. And I'll try not to screw that up. I've got my sock puppets all ready to go. There's going to be a beautiful lunch here. And I'm going to be going to some of the other booths. And so you can get an idea of some other organizations that are out here. One of my favorite ones is Parents' Rights and Education. And I'm going to ask one of the leaders to speak with us.
Evidence from you to come to that determination. Does that seem right? I've got a lot of random politicians out there saying, prove it. Where is your sense of urgency?
Time for a quick
Where is
podcast.
your desperation of the country?
Yeah,
So you got a lot of issues out there.
we're on that now. We're going to talk with Suzanne Gallagher. She is the head of the Oregon chapter of Parents' Rights and Education, one of my favorite organizations here. And she is doing a lot of work in the name of school choice and against critical race theory. And so let's go out here so we don't interrupt the speaker.
Now, I might go splat before the rest of you.
Yeah.
But we're all headed.
And so, Suzanne, why don't you tell us a little bit about your organization and what you do?
I represent Parents' Rights in Education. It is a national nonprofit, tax-deductible 501c3 organization, and we defend parents' rights to direct the education of their children. It's been, I would say, more than 50 years. The slow erosion, and now it's on steroids, of the loss of parents knowing anything about what's happening with kids and as well. But not only that, they don't know that their kids are being taught. Okay, they don't know what their children are being taught, but their rights to make decisions, medical decisions for their children has been taken away. Their right to be involved in discussions with school counselors is gone. Teachers, counselors, administrators can talk to students without their parents' knowledge or consent. That has got to stop. In addition to that, we are fighting against the critical race theory piece amongst all of the other issues relating to curriculum. But that is turning students against our nation, against the founding of our country, against the Constitution. It is dividing students. It is very, very destructive. And shall we just punctuate that with Marxism? I mean, this is serious. It is very serious. And when you analyze how much money the Democrat Party receives from the National Education Association, you know there's corruption involved. And this got to be stopped.
So if people are interested in learning more about your organization, how can
Yeah.
they?
Okay, so we have a website. It's called Parents' Rights in Ed.org, and just go to that website and fill out the chapter inquiry form, and we will contact you. We are looking to establish chapters in every school district across the country, and we'll help you do that.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Suzanne. Thank you for coming out of nowhere to do this interview for us.
All right.
You take care.
You organize, you want your dams,
So we're going to talk to a couple of other folks here. Give you a feeling of what's out here. Madeline,
So
you guys know? Got a couple of real movers and shakers coming out here.
Because I never had the luxury of resting on those excuses when I prosecuted a case. When I had a victim whose brother or sister had their head chopped off, I couldn't hold on.
Okay, let's start with Madeline. We are live, and this is our weekly Saturday session that we do. And so I would like you to talk about the organization that you represent and what it is that you're working on.
Great, awesome. Thank you for having
You have
me.
to speak up a little bit. I don't know how good the mic is on this.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you for having me. I am Madeline Magnuson, and I work for Turning Point Faith, which is the newest department of Turning Point USA. And if you've heard about Turning Point USA, our mission there is to educate the college students on college campuses about personal liberty, limited government, and free markets. And what Turning Point Faith aims to do is civically engage the faith community, and that's through voting, and most importantly, voting with our faith.
That's great. That's great. Well, what are you working on right now?
So right now we're working on just getting into churches and contacting pastors, trying to bring Turning Point Faith into their church. And that can look like tabling, voter registration drives, and then ideally finding students and the youth of the and forming chapters and activism hubs.
Very good. And if folks want to learn more, where can they go?
They can go to turningpointusa.com/faith.
Okay, very good.
And we are on Instagram and on Facebook.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Madeline.
Thank you so
You're
much for
awesome.
having
Thank
me.
you for letting me pull you impromptu off your booth.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Take care. And this is Dmitry Shashenko. He is the president of an organization called Slavic Vote, which I, by the way, am very fond of. Slavic Vote is actually a signed affiliate of Western Liberty Network, independent affiliate. And Dmitry, I'd like you to talk about the Slavic Vote and what it is you folks are doing and are working on.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that. And we have a privilege today to be here at this event. Our focus is to go to do essentially registration drives at as many events, specifically the Slavic communities as possible. And I do know there's a few Slavic people here. Richard's wife is Slavic as well, so that's amazing. And by the way, thank you for coming on our radio and speaking with us.
Oh, that was fun.
That's fun. Yeah, if you guys want to hear that, you can always go on our YouTube page, just look up Slavic Vote. And
you can watch me sitting there while they all speak Russian.
Yes, it was a great day, and we really enjoyed it. So thank you for coming on. But essentially, our goal is to register people, the Slavic community specifically, and then get them educated on the process, and finally get them activated. That's when it comes to either getting out and getting more people registered, or running for local office. And that's one thing that we are focused on right now, is getting the Slavic community more activated.
That's very good. And how can folks learn more about Slavic Vote?
So you can just simply go, you can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Just look up Slavic Vote. And again, the radio that I mentioned, our recent project is Slavic Vote Live, which we bring on all sorts of amazing people that we met throughout the time that we were going out and registering people in the last 2 years. We've been to over 60, I would say, events that we've done, and we met a lot of great people like Richard, and we like to invite them all and have them speak a little bit of what they do as well. So you can find that, again, Slavic Vote. Live is the program, Instagram Slavic Vote, Facebook Slavic Vote PNW, and just anything Slavic Vote, you can be able to find us.
Okay, Slavic Vote, that's the key thing to remember. Thank you very much, Dmitry. I'll be talking to you a little bit later. Thank you.
Our biggest enemy is platform suppression.
I got to snag another person. I
Free speech, fascist
wouldn't be doing service if I did not bring around FreedomWorks.
and get all those few platforms that allow us. And you also have to go into the old crappy propaganda, terrible platforms like Twitter, like Facebook. You should not support them, but if it means dropping truth on and getting banned, do it.
Got Timber Unity, Clean Voter Rolls.
Information
Young
shared in
Republicans.
3 ways. There's 3 things.
Okay. Sorry to spring this on you, Roxy. We're live.
Oh, okay.
This is our Saturday Western Liberty Network session. And we're talking to different group leaders. Give them a chance to talk about what their group is, what it does, and what they're working on. So this is Roxanne Ross, good friend, longtime colleague of mine. and she is one of the leaders of the Oregon chapter of FreedomWorks. So go ahead and do your thing.
Well, we've got a table today, and we're encouraging people to sign up for the FreedomWorks emails because of the Regulatory Action Center. And we need people with standing to make comments on possible deregulation, some things that need to happen. And we can plug them into the Regulatory Action Center that makes it super easy to do that. But to do that, you've got to be getting our emails. So we've had a record number of people sign up compared to previous years at Gathering of the Eagles. So it's been very exciting.
That's very good.
They've picked up so much of the stuff on the table that we're almost out.
Oh, that's good. That doesn't happen
So
very
we have a lot
often.
of free things.
Yeah,
so.
very good. So if people are interested in what you're doing, how can they?
Oh, they should go to freedomworks.org. No spaces. freedomworks.org. Oh, and we also have some books that people have looked through. That one by Adam Brandon and another by John Tammy, and he's
John Tammy?
The Economist.
Yeah, John Tammy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that's exciting too. That people really want to see what's going on in the country, because these emails tell you things that you don't get in the mainstream media, and John can really bring it down to the layman's terms so that make it easy for you to understand. He's fabulous. So anyway, it's a wonderful organization. Sign up. FreedomWorks.org.
Thank you so much, Roxy.
You're welcome.
You take care. Also point out that Jack Atkins is one of the people that is live on this call with us. Jack is actually one of the bigwigs of the Oregon FreedomWorks Chapter 2, and they have been co-sponsors of our annual conference for many years, and we continue to look forward to a good relationship and work relationship with FreedomWorks. So anyway, that gives you a sense of what's going on here at Gathering of the Eagles, and I have to prepare for the candidate debate that I'm moderating, so we need to make this an early thing. So I want to thank you all for signing on to the call. I think the people who watch this recording will see what a fun event it was that they missed, and maybe they'll come next year. But anyway, God bless you all, and we'll see you next week when we will have Dallas Hurd, State Senator, on for our Saturday conference call. And then the week after that, we have Andrei Ilyaronov, who used to be Vladimir Putin's senior economic advisor before he defected to the United States. We've got a couple of really good Saturday sessions coming up. As always, it'll be at 1 o'clock Pacific time. I encourage you to all be there, and you can always know what's going on by going to the www.westernlibertynetwork.org website. So thank you very much for watching the recording or attending live, and God bless you all.